to deliver our 39th annual commencement address, I'm thrilled to welcome the next President of the United States, Governor Mitt Romney.
All right, I guess.
Thank you so very much. Mark, thank you for that very powerful and moving and emotional for me introduction. Thank you for your friendship. What a great man. Chancellor Falwell, thank you for your introduction and for your support and kindness today. Pastor Jonathan Falwell, Dr. Luis Palau, faculty and staff and distinguished guests, parents and friends, and graduating seniors for Liberty. For the graduates, of course, this moment marks a clear ending and a clear beginning. The task set before you 4 years ago is now completed in full. To the class of 2012, well done and congratulations. By the way, I'm told that some of you may have taken a little longer than 4 years to complete your studies. One graduate has said that he completed his degree in only 2 terms, Clinton's and Bush's. In some ways, it's fitting that I share this distinction with Truett Cathy. The Romney campaign comes to a sudden stop when we spot a Chick-fil-A. Your chicken sandwiches were our comfort food through the primary season. And heaven knows there were days that we needed a lot of comfort. So Truett, thank you and congratulations on your well-deserved honor today. Of course, there are some people here who are even more pleased than the graduates. That would be their parents. Their years of prayers and devotion and investment have added up to this joyful achievement. And with credit to Congressman Dick Armey, the American dream is not owning your own home. It is getting your kids out of the home you own. You Lately, I've found myself thinking about life in 4-year stretches. And let's just say that not everybody has achieved as much in these last 4 years as you have. But that's a theme for another day. But 2 observations. First, even though job opportunities are scarce in this economy, it's not for nothing that you've spent this time preparing. Jerry Falwell Sr. long ago observed that you don't determine a man's greatness by his talent or wealth, as the world does, but rather by what it takes to discourage him. America needs your talent and skill. If we take the right course, I am convinced we're going to see a resurgence in the American economy that will surprise the world and that will open new doors of opportunity for those who are prepared as you are. Of course, what the next 4 years might hold for me is yet to be determined. But I will say that things are looking up, and I take your kind hospitality today as a sign of good things to come. I want you to know that I consider it a great life honor to be able to be here to address you today. Your generosity of spirit humbles me. The welcoming spirit of liberty is a tribute to the gracious Christian example of your founder. In his 73 years of life, Dr. Falwell left a big mark. For nearly 5 decades, he shared that walk with his good wife, Maisel. It's wonderful to see her here today. The calling Jerry answered was not an easy one. Today, we remember him as a courageous and big-hearted minister of the gospel who never feared an argument and never hated an adversary. Jerry deserves the tribute he would have treasured most as a cheerful, confident champion for Christ. I'll always remember his cheerful good humor and selflessness. Several years ago, as Mark was describing, in my home, Ann and I were posing for a picture together with him. We wanted him to be in the center of the photo, but he insisted instead that Ann be in the middle and he and I be on the sides. And then he explained by pointing to me and then to himself. He said, "You see, Christ died between two thieves." Maybe the most confident step Jerry ever took was to open the doors of this school 41 years ago. He believed that Liberty might become one of the most respected Christian universities anywhere on the earth, and so it is today. He believed, even when the first graduating class consisted of only 13 students, that year after year young Christians would be drawn to such a university in ever great numbers. Here you are. Today, thanks to what you have gained here, you leave Liberty with conviction and confidence as your armor. You know what you believe, you know who you are, and you know whom you will serve. Not all colleges instill that kind of confidence, but it will be among the most prized qualities from your education here. Moral certainty, clear standards, and a commitment to spiritual ideals will set you apart in a world that is searching for meaning. That said, your values will not always be the object of public admiration. In fact, the more you live by your beliefs, the more you will endure the censure of the world. Christianity is not the faith of the complacent, the comfortable, or of the timid. It demands and creates heroic souls like Wesley, Wilberforce, Bonhoeffer, John Paul II, and Billy Graham. Each showed in their own way the relentless and powerful influence of the message of Jesus Christ. May that be your guide as well. You enter a world with civilizations and economies that are far from equal. Harvard University historian David Landis devoted his lifelong study to understanding why some civilizations rise and why others falter. His conclusion was this: culture makes all the difference. Not natural resources, not geography, but what people believe and what they value. Central to America's rise to global leadership is our Judeo-Christian tradition, with its vision of the goodness and possibilities of every human life. The American culture promotes personal responsibility, the dignity of work, the value of education, the merit of service, devotion to a purpose greater than self, and at the foundation, the preeminence of family. The power of these values, this culture, is evidenced by a recent Brookings Institution study that Senator Rick Santorum brought to my attention. For those who graduate from high school, get a job, and marry before they have their first child, the probability that they will be poor is 2%. But if those things are absent, 76% will be poor. Culture, what you believe, what you value, how you live, matters. Now, as fundamental as these principles are, they may become topics of democratic debate from time to time. So it is today with the enduring institution of marriage. Marriage is a relationship between one man and one woman.
There you go, Mitt.
The protection of religious freedom has also become a matter of debate. It strikes me as odd that the free exercise of religious faith is sometimes treated as a problem, something America is stuck with instead of being blessed with. Perhaps religious conscience upsets the designs of those who feel that the highest wisdom and authority comes from government. But from the beginning, this nation has trusted in God, not man.
Amen.